Hello, and welcome to episode 3
of Friendship Pending
with Jessica
and Jordan.
How was your week?
It was good. Yeah, although I really want to start it off with the fact that I really read your Febreze as Summer Golden Shower instead of Summer Golden Hour.
Yeah, well, as you can see, we're in a new place today. This is
Yes.
my balcony, so we're here. She went into the bathroom and there's Febreze in there. She's reading it wrong. It's okay.
I don't know. I feel like it could have.
It could have gone both ways, to be honest. I kind of like the hour.
I don't
or
know.
shower.
You like golden showers?
I just kind of like the name. I wonder what that would smell like. No, I don't want to know. I take it back. Absolutely not.
Quickly change that one.
We're changing it. We're going back to the week that she had.
My week was good. We went kayaking.
Yes, we did.
I'm sore.
I'm extremely sore. I can't talk. It's okay. We have a drink with us tonight.
We do.
It's healthier. It's just vodka and sparkling soda. Vodka soda. It's strawberry. Strawberry. Can't say
Strawberry?
Strawberry. I can't say them today. It's okay. We also have a dessert.
Yeah, it kind of made a funny taste in the back of my throat, though, so I'm not going to drink anymore, if that's all you.
What do you mean a funny taste in the back
like
of your
a
throat?
burning sensation. Yeah, it was
In the
weird.
back of your throat?
Mm-hmm. Like,
Okay, Chewbacca. Okay. Yeah, so we went kayaking. My son had the day off Friday, and we decided to take him. Let me just tell you, this kid was scared shitless getting into that kayak.
He did not want to get in. He did not want to be with us.
No. He was like, are you going to flip? We're going to flip.
Yeah.
Don't flip me. We're not going to flip. He heard one story, which this was the last time we went kayaking. We decided that we were going to spend the whole day
Kayaking.
and we went to her grandpa's.
We brought an ice chest. It was full of White Claws. And you made pasta salad.
Fruit.
Yeah, it was great.
We had a whole picnic. We were going to find a spot.
We found a spot.
We did.
We beached up on it.
Well, no, that spot that we originally went to was because we had to pee really bad.
Not the first time. We wanted to check it out.
Oh.
Remember? Because you were like, I don't want to go there, that really big bird. And I was like, let's go to the bird.
Yes, okay. So we went there first. But I do remember us peeing.
Yeah, that was when we already left and sang
man. Okay, so
because by the time we were done, we had to pee again, so then we kayaked back, and then we kayaked somewhere else, I think.
That's right. Okay, so what happened is we docked up because we wanted to check out this little beach zone.
Yeah.
And we're just chilling. I think that's what it was. We were drinking a White Claw and we were just chilling.
Yeah.
And how we were up, you can't really see, but the front end was up and the back end was back. And we were still sitting in the kayaks. And at the time, we didn't notice. But every kayak has a little hole to drain in the
very back.
So we were done. We were like, okay, let's go explore more because we wanted to go find a beach to eat our lunch. We were going to have a picnic.
Or we were going to go to another dock or just do something.
Yeah, we were going to have a picnic together.
And we're kayaking, and Jessica's behind me. And she goes, Jordan, I think you're sinking.
I was like, her boat was like half under the water. I was like, I think your boat is going underwater. Like, I don't understand why it's so low.
And I was like, I feel water on my butthole.
And then she freaks out.
And then I panicked. She was like, well, I think we can make it to Toppers. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it.
So now,
panicking.
So out of every dock in this Channel Island, she picks the one.
All the birds.
And so much bird shit all over it.
It smelled so bad.
It was disgusting. But she was panicked. Yeah, that's where she wanted to go.
I was panicked. I thought I was going to see.
Yeah, so we got out. We emptied out her boat. Everything's great.
I got back in. I washed off my feet. I held
in
your boat. You got in.
Stepped my one foot in.
No,
first, I washed it off.
Oh, yeah.
I washed my foot off first. Stepped in the kayak.
And then she goes to wash her next foot. And I was like, it was easy.
Yeah, and so I'm washing it. That part was easy. But when I lift my right foot up, the boat tipped because I leaned, tried to save myself by sitting down really fast, and then just tipped. And
she
mind
had
you,
our clothes.
Yep, I had all of our dry clothes. I had our pasta salad. Because you had the fruit.
Yeah.
But it was sealed. It was in a
sealed. We were
sealed
fine.
container. I had my cell phone,
Yeah.
towels,
Yeah.
in a bag shoved in my kayak, the
Yeah.
front part.
Yeah.
And we tipped. And the first thing I thought of was like,
My phone!
shit, my phone's going to sink to the bottom of the ocean because here we are. So I grabbed the bag and I just threw it up on the dock. Mind you, we could not flip the boat.
Thing back over.
It was so...
And Jessica was stuck in the water.
I'm stuck in the water. Mind you, there's nothing to like put your feet on.
No, and there's clams all over the sides of the dock.
So then we're like, let's get to the dock. Let me see if I can pull myself up. Mind you, I got no upper body strength whatsoever. I learned that real quick. If I was trying to pull myself up, I'm just dropping. We're letting go. We're falling. Not even, I couldn't even do it.
So I get back up on the dock. I put all our stuff on the dock, and I'm trying to pull her kayak up, but there's so much water in it that I cannot.
Mind you, before this, I'm trying to pull myself up on the dock, and I'm trying to stick my feet.
And I'm holding her kayak from
She's
going
holding it from
completely under.
sinking, and I'm trying to stick my feet into the dock, which the docks are not that wide, I would say.
No.
And try to somehow get myself up where I found this little like hole where I was like, I'm going to use that to lift myself up. And as soon as I stick my foot in, a damn crab comes out, like little claws and all. And I was like, nope. I kept swimming down. And then I was like, Jordan, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to get out. I can't do this. She gets out.
I get out. I'm holding her kayak in one
And
hand.
I'm like, are you strong enough to pull me?
And I was like,
ways?
we're going to find out.
And she
I
did.
said, we got this.
She did.
And
I rolled out.
Well, and then you started panicking.
Yeah, because then I was like, how am I going to get up? I don't want this boat. This is your
Well,
grandpa's going to kill us.
All of a sudden, you were like, what's behind me? And I was like, nothing.
I don't know. You was like, there's so many things that could be in there.
You were like, what's behind me? And I was like, nothing. You were like, I'm panicking. I was like, okay, let's go.
I was like, you have to do it. So she pulled me just enough to where I could like put my foot or my leg up and just roll out of the water. Fucking just rolled. Mind you, shit everywhere now because it's like we're using the water that is like spilling out of the kayak once we pull it up to like rinse off.
Yeah.
And she looks down and she goes,
oh my god,
Jessica, are you okay? And I look down, my leg is destroyed.
She just has little tiny cuts everywhere.
All over my leg.
And not only on her leg, but on her boob.
Yeah, and my underarm. Oh, it got so bruised. And then I didn't even notice. Like, it was fine in the moment. Like, I was cool. We were living.
She was like, okay, we're good. We emptied the water out of the kayak. We went back to that spot.
Originally, yeah, because then we had to pee.
Because we had to pee, and then we were like, we need to eat lunch.
Yeah.
And then so we...
Because I needed energy. I wasted all my energy trying to get myself up.
And we ate. And then is that the day that we kayaked? That
Yeah.
had been. We kayaked all the way out to the shore break.
Yeah. And that
Or
was
the open ocean.
the craziest
channel
day.
break.
It was so nice, though.
Yeah.
But then did not realize how far we kayaked. And
Yeah.
then we came back, and then, mind you,
We're
our clothes
our wet towels
are soaked. Our towels are soaked. We tried to, at one point when we were eating lunch, let things dry out.
Yeah, it all
It
smelled
didn't.
like fish
It was disgusting.
poop, but it wasn't like it didn't smell like fish poop. It smelled like fishy poop.
Yeah, it was just, and we were soaked, and I was like, Jordan, we need dry clothes. We're freezing, because then it got cold.
It got so cold.
The clouds rolled in, and it was for a reason. I was like, I don't care what we do, we need to stop at somewhere.
Yeah, so we stopped at Target, and you bought us
Sweat outfits.
and we
literally
changed in the
I
parking
was,
structure.
and she was like, she got into the car. I was like, I'm changing outside. I can't change in the car. I'm soaked. I can't do this. And she was like, Jessica, you have to get. I was like, no,
She did not care.
I did not. I had to get out of those wet clothes. It was as soon as I got on those warm sweats on your seat warmer. I was like, okay, I'm good now. We can drive the rest of the way home.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be uncomfortable.
It was something.
Yeah. So that's why my son is a little paranoid, thinking I was gonna.
Okay,
flip
but he
him.
didn't hear like all those details. He just heard.
I
that you
told him
flipped.
all those details.
You're
he,
the
still,
idiot.
he still thought we were gonna flip.
Yeah, he did.
And
But anyways,
he loved it. Yeah. We went to Toppers.
Yeah.
He had a great time. He ate all his pizza. Except for like a slice and a half.
pieces.
Or, yeah.
I ate it.
And then he
And
played
that
some
human
games.
garbage.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you have kids. You
can't
always
help it.
just pick off of theirs.
I know.
But and then we saw a sea lion. Oh,
Oh yeah, the one.
and then the fish.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna talk about like how many we saw when we went that day, but no.
Mm-mm.
It was just the one.
Yeah, this time we saw one, but the last time we saw so many.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to get a picture of my kayak was like floating towards them, and he got up and
then
he
he
was
got
angry.
up and was yelling at her.
And I was like, I'm not trying to do nothing.
Barking.
Yeah.
Because sea lions bark.
They don't yell.
Yeah.
They bark. That's what Jason was doing with the sea lion, and he was like, No, but then as we're like in the boat this time with my son, we're kayaking, and a bird, we can like see the bird going up and down in the water. It like pops its head up, goes back down, pops its head up, goes back down, and then all of a sudden it like pops up next to us with a damn fish in its mouth. Doesn't even shoo this thing. It literally was just like wiggling it down its throat.
Yeah, if you were the bird, this is my hand, the bird. It had the fish in its mouth, and it went
just
shake, 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 gulp, 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 shake, 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 gulp, 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 shake, shake, gulp, and it was gone.
And my son just sitting there watching this whole thing going
But
like...
it was so cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I've never either.
I mean, I've
seen birds eat things, but not like that.
Yeah.
I've seen seagull, whatever those things are, swoop down and pick up a bird or fish. What are those? The storks.
Pelicans?
Is that what it is?
Pelicans.
The ones that bring the babies? Pelicans. We have bird nests outside our apartment, right here in this tree. They taunt my cat. She's not wanting to come out yet.
She's camera shy.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was our fun experience. And now he's asking me today when I was dropping him off at his dad's. Are we going to go kayaking? Because I had a lot of fun. And I told him that I need to start teaching him how to kayak so he could do his own.
Yes.
And
because that's too much for you.
Yeah, it's a lot. He's heavy. He's getting big. He's 10. So we're going to work on that. But that was fun.
It was so much fun.
And then your girls was on spring break last week or this week?
Last week.
Mm.
Or the week before last.
I always find it so weird, like...
The different schedules.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to the Santa Cruz Redwoods.
How was that?
So great.
The
trees were so tall.
Yeah.
And like the
It looked
barks
really
were so
pretty.
big.
Oh.
And they're like red. And the big thing out there is their banana slugs. It's literally
is
just
that?
like a
slug?
yellow slug. But it looks like a leaf.
Oh.
I'm guessing that's their defense.
Interesting.
Because it's just like a
Big yellow
slug.
Interesting.
And then also, you have to be careful out there because there's skunks that walk through the RV park. And
no, thank you.
Here I am with Taylor, my little animal catcher.
Oh God!
So
Don't tell me.
I'm literally.
If you guys heard the last episode, you guys would know.
The last 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the last episode we talked about it. Should we turn your light on?
Yeah. Pause that for a sec.
Sorry, BRB.
Okay, we're back. We got some lights, as you can see. They're going to reflect off.
Okay, so I forgot what we were talking about, but I just remembered.
Okay.
So it was Taylor and the skunk. So we literally had to like tell her, okay, I know it's gonna look really cute and it's kind of gonna look like a kitty, but it's gonna be black with a white stripe.
Yeah.
They will spray you and you will stink for weeks.
Oh God.
So please do not pick it
Do
up.
not touch it. Yeah.
Luckily we didn't see any,
Oh.
but they were riding their bikes around. You want to come up?
She doesn't know what she wants. My cat decided that she wants to come outside because she doesn't like when I'm out here without her.
Yeah, she has FOMO. So, they were riding their bikes and they were like, Mom, I found peacocks. And I was like, oh, okay. And so they're like, come on, look. And so they ride to like the front where the store is.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
go, caw. Or they're like, yeah, because we go, buck, 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 buck. So like, they're doing like this. You know?
Oh my God.
And all of a sudden I hear, and I'm like, you found something, but I don't think it's a peacock. You know, like I'm expecting to see this peacock walking around.
No.
No, they found turkeys. So did you know that wild turkeys, it's called roosting, they will fly up into trees and sleep up in trees for the night.
To stay away from.
To not be...
I did not know that.
Neither did we. We learned.
Learn something new every day. That's very interesting. Smart. What the
Because
hell?
Jake was like, turkeys can't fly. Well, they can fly high enough to get up into trees.
Yeah.
So, the people we
were they up
camping-
in the tree?
Yeah.
When you were oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Literally,
Okay.
it wasn't me going, it was the turkeys. So, the people that we were with, they ended up leaving Saturday night versus Sunday. So Sunday morning, it's raining, and thank God we packed most of, Jake packed most of the stuff up on, ma'am, packed most of the stuff up Saturday night so that we wouldn't have much to do Sunday, because it was like not going to stop raining till 10.
Damn.
And if we left by 10, we wouldn't be getting home till like 7 or 8 at night, and then getting home to school the next day. It was going to
be a lot,
So, my belt is hurting me, so don't mind me.
Ooh. That'll cost you $20. $20, please.
It was really digging in there. So we're packing up, and I'm getting the girls ready inside, and all of a sudden I hear,
oh no,
like, bark, bark. Obviously they don't sound like that, but like they weren't
pretty close.
Not that one, but they were making noises, and I was like, what is that out there? And Jake looks, and he's like, it's turkeys! And the girls ran to the door.
Oh God, I bet.
They opened it, and they were like trying to chase them, and there was one big sucker.
Oh,
he was like,
he would have chased you back.
Oh my God, he was big, fat. He had the red on the side and like a blue gobbler. It was so weird, so cool.
Yeah.
So then Toby's in our bedroom of the trailer getting ready, and she yells out the window, "Caw!" And literally it's talking back to her, and it was so funny. She literally did it like 4 or 5 times, and if you wouldn't do it, it wouldn't say anything.
Oh my God, that's interesting.
It was so funny.
Oh, she loved that then.
Loved it.
Did Tay enjoy? How'd
Yeah,
she do?
and then everybody was like, oh my God, you make good turkey sounds, and so they made me sound like a turkey all weekend.
Oh, well, you did do a good job. I did yes. Just like that. Tinky baby, where'd you go? Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Great memories.
Yeah.
I don't know if Toby will remember it, but Taylor, I think, will.
Yeah, for sure. She's getting to that age now where she's starting to remember things.
Mm-hmm.
I think Toby's getting there a little bit too, because she'll like tell me things that happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
she'll remember these little moments. Maybe not like the depth of it, but
Yeah.
going on. Maybe that scene of making the noise and talking to them. That'll be. Oh.
Yeah. So it was great. It was funny.
That's nice. Jason had soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
unfortunately.
then you had a hard week at work.
Yeah. Work is just. I hate work sometimes. I wish I just didn't have to work.
I know.
But then it's like.
That's why we're here.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find something else. No, it's just. You do so much and you try to work so hard. And it's just like, for what sometimes?
Yeah.
You know? Like, I recently have moved, well, not recently, I would say probably, 2 years now?
Yeah.
I've been at this store. I got promoted to a new store, a higher volume store and everything like that, and to, like, change it around. And we've done just that, but it's, like, getting busier now, and it's just, like, more things are piling up.
Well, and then now that, like, the to-go thing is so big.
Yeah, we're, like, half e-com, half retail. But, like, majority of my business come from e-com. And for those of you that don't know, that's just online ordering. So we do all the shopping and everything, and like my store is the #1 volume store. And sometimes that could be very, very stressful because they expect everything to be done the same, like every other store, when it's just not possible.
Yeah.
And then you like yell and scream for help, and you tell them all the time, like, this is what I need, this is what I need. And it's just like, you can't just ask for more hours because like everyone's struggling. And so it just sucks. And then your team gets tired. I will say, though, I have a very solid team. If it wasn't for them, there's some handful of them that I want to strangle sometimes. Don't we all? But I love my team.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change that. I think that's what makes it worth going in every day.
Yeah.
Is the team that I have.
I get that.
And so, you know, that's life, though. What are you going to do? I mean, you're going back this week for a couple days.
Yeah. For sure Tuesday.
She works in the film industry.
Industry.
Industry. I can't talk. It's okay.
Industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been out, though, for a little bit because of Tay.
Well, yeah, definitely that's played a huge part. And I know for so many, like, they would kill for a day of work, and where I've been very fortunate to where Jake can keep up on things, so I don't have to go back to work. Like, I've had enough hours to keep our health and all of that stuff, so that's been super beneficial. And I don't want to sound like I'm not desperate for the work. I am, for
You've
sure.
just always been a workaholic. That's what.
100%.
Okay, sorry everyone. My cat, if you heard that, where are you?
She's over here.
Do you want to go back in? Go.
Bye-bye.
See, I knew a little bit of time you would want to go back in. Like yelling at us.
It's not that I'm not desperate for the work, but it worked out at the perfect time for me to really dive.
And that's good that you're in a place like that where you can step away for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Take care of. Well, she's not back. Do you know the show you're going on or anything?
I just know it's non-union, so that's the only way that I'm able to do
What's
it.
the difference in that?
So if it were union, it would have to go within our grouping.
Oh, okay.
So because
And non-union, you could just pick?
Yeah. Well, kind of. So being a Teamster,
Yeah.
we're the only union to have a grouping system left.
Oh.
Whereas, like, if you're a grip, you could have gotten your days yesterday, and
Wow.
now you're in the union, and say all of a sudden the next day there's the slow part hits,
Yeah.
but if you know that key grip and they want to hire you, they can hire you. It
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
matter how long. It doesn't matter if you've been in a day or if you've been in 30
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But with Teamsters, you have to
Do the, yeah.
earn your time.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's worked this far.
Well, and you've loved it.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate
I was
to
like,
work
you've been
enough.
how long now doing this? I feel like
a long time. My 10 years is February of
crazy
28.
to think the first job I remember really you having is Walgreens.
That was my first job, my first legal job.
I remember you telling me so many stories of Walgreens.
Yeah. Dude, I will never forget. So actually, I worked at Walgreens with one of the bandmates from Cannons.
Really?
Cannons, the band.
Yeah.
So I used to always call him Polly Wally at work. And then on Instagram, he's Polly Wally. And I'm like, you're welcome. I don't know that it's because of me, but I always called him Polly Wally. And him and Ryan are really good friends. I'm not quite sure how they know the singer. I just know that they were all working together. But yeah, Paul actually and I messaged each other on Instagram the other day.
Wow.
But
It's
yeah, so
crazy
now
how-
they've blown up.
Yeah.
And like when I went to the salon assisting job,
Yeah.
was because of Ryan, Paul's friend, who is the
Oh.
guitarist in Cannons.
Wow.
So the
That's
salon
crazy.
I assisted at was there.
Damn. I do remember you going through a hair phase. Well,
Ugh.
I know. And then you were
I mean, I
allergic.
still keep it up. I still keep up my license because God forbid if I ever have to, like, go work at a barbershop because, let's be honest, men's hair is way easier than women's.
Yeah.
I would go do it, you know.
Yeah. Oh my God. I couldn't even imagine cutting hair. Nope.
It's like shaving your cooter.
No, it's not. I just do whatever I want. Can't really do that on a man's head. Here you go.
Here's a heart.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Should give props to them. My hair lady does a great job. I love her.
Are you still seeing the same lady at her house?
No, I go to her. She was at her house. She would have me go there. Yeah, but it's the same lady because
She lived 2 doors down from Mom.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
In Carrie's old house.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Carrie.
Not really.
Yeah. 'Cause she was like Mom's best friend at the time.
Yeah.
And she's
But
the one
didn't
that
they have a falling out?
They did, and then they were like getting back because like something happened with her daughter and her son,
Okay.
and then she met this new guy, but then he was actually good for her, and then they started talking then.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I used to go to her house, and now she is in a salon out here in Cannon Country.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love her.
Yeah.
If the only sucky thing is because it's in an actual place and she's paying like she has to charge me a certain thing because she can't just like cut me the deals like it used to be.
Right.
And so she would tell me like at the other salon she worked in like in Ventura, she could do it because she wasn't obligated to pay. She was like renting out something or whatever.
She was renting her station versus. Got it.
Yeah. So, but I'm like I don't care.
Yeah.
I love the way she does my hair. I love the way she cuts. I trust her.
Yeah. You've gone to her
I
forever.
know. I was gonna say like what since I was like 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to my same hair lady since I was man.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go to the same nail guy. Peter. He's still there at
Over-
Terrific Nails.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy growing up in this.
Can you, like, I couldn't imagine, like, and I know my dad hated it. It wasn't his choice, but, like, letting Taylor get those pink and white fucking acrylic nails done at 13.
I know.
We
did it.
How old was Tiffany when she started, or no, how old were we when Tiffany started doing nails?
God, we were young.
She would do them
Yeah.
in the apartment.
Yeah.
I remember I went home one day. We had them done.
We had to be in like 11 or 12. Like, we were young.
Yeah.
Maybe even younger.
He was pissed.
Yeah.
Because he hated me wearing makeup. He hated me, all that.
I will say, they didn't like me wearing makeup either. I never was allowed to wear it. She did my nails.
Yeah.
But she also was, like, very weird when it came to me, like, shaving my legs.
Really?
Like, I had to hide it.
I remember that. I remember you talking about it. I will never forget. Okay, we're going to talk about this real quick.
Oh, God. This scares me. There's so many stories. I don't know which one she's going to bring.
I was going over to your house with you.
Mm-hmm.
I finally moved in with Dad.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to take the bus. And instead of going home that day, I went with you to your dad's house. But I had asked you a question about Mom. And you were like, well, she should be home. Should we go say hi? And I was like, yeah. I was so excited because I hadn't seen her in forever. And so then we, like, get off the bus, but Sean didn't get off with us.
I don't remember. I remember, like, vaguely this.
He didn't get off with us. He went home and he told on us.
Yeah.
That we got off there and we went to see her. And we saw her very briefly.
Yeah.
Like 5-10 minutes.
I remember that.
We walked to your dad's apartment.
Yeah.
And
because it was just down the street.
Were drilled. And you were like, we can't tell them. And I was like, okay. And did you guys get off? And we were like, you were like, no, the bus was full. I was like, and then I said, and you were like, and Jordan got pushed out the bus. Like, I jumped off with her.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it was so full. And it was a very full bus.
It
It's
used
not
to
like,
be. Everyone used to take it back then.
Yeah. And they were like, okay, fine. Like.
Yeah. There was no way of them proving it because it was
there was no way of them proving it, and I was never like.
They trusted you.
Yeah.
They didn't like think that you would lie.
So then Sean and I were like doing homework, and I was like, he like asked me a question, and I was like, well, are you gonna like? You're being weird. Like,
yeah.
Are you gonna? And he was like, no, like what happened? And I was like, yeah, we said hi.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told you that, and I was like, no, I got pushed off. And he was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, yes, I did.
Oh, my God.
And then that was the moment my trust in Sean broke forever. I was like, I was going to marry you one day. And now I'm not.
They were going to get married. I remember we talked about that a lot.
Yeah. I loved your brother.
I know. Why did everyone love him? Maybe
I don't know.
He was a little douchebag.
I don't have contact with him now.
Yeah.
You know, but he became a little douchey in high school, but he was never douchey to me.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
I think it was just a lot of it, though, was him being picked on. Oh, God.
You want to know what else I'll never forget? This is another great story.
Oh, God.
When I really just fell in love with you guys, I guess. Everybody was playing water balloons down at the park.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad came and said it was time to go. And I was bent over, picking up pieces, because he was like, you need to help them clean up some. So I was bent over, picking them up, and Sean fucking nailed me in the ass cheek with a water balloon. And I was so mad that I chased him. He ran back to your guys' house and ran inside.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. My favorite part,
but I don't think that was the same day.
Oh.
But yeah,
we used to do water balloon fights all the time.
Yeah,
as children, I remember we were just outside all the time. Like nowadays, kids don't like to go outside.
My kids outside.
Same. But we used to put water balloons in our bathing suits and bottoms and walk around. We have a picture of us to this day with.
Yeah, I have it. It's on top in the garage.
Oh my god, I love it. We had so much fun, and
And
we would
it
be
was
next
with your-
to Mustang.
Yeah, and it was with your stepsister at the time.
Yeah, those.
But we had the.
We don't need to
here,
talk
one
about.
one's there.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about them. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But that's the kind of things we did.
We have so many memories. I can't wait to talk about all of them. Camping. Oh, that was a bat. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
We have bats out here. I like them. We had a bat living there. You can kind of see there was.
Yeah.
But it would hang at night because Ryan would see it. Oh, that's pretty cool. They fly though. Like when I'm walking in at night, late at night and stuff, they're like zoom by, and I'm like, whoa.
You're like,
Hey.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had a good week, and here we are talking about life
Yeah.
when we were young. I can't believe now here we are,
Oh no.
29 years later.
At least we've remained friends.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. We were in each other's weddings.
Yes.
I am divorced, so that worked out. She's still married.
I am.
Yes,
She's not going anywhere.
No, he's not. I don't think he can handle anyone else.
I honestly think back to like after having the kids and the way I responded to him sometimes. Like it literally kept me up last night.
Really?
I was thinking
Oh.
about it. There was one night that I was still at work because you don't know when you're getting off. It's whenever they call wrap and then add at least an hour and a half for the Teamsters because
Wow.
you have to clean trailers, get
Yeah.
everybody back to their cars. You're the last one to leave. And he called me and asked a question about the girls and like something that if they needed something or like if I had an idea for them for lunch the next day. And my response was, what would you do if I was dead?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like, you have to figure it out, dude. And while I do want to defend myself and the fact of like kids are overwhelming and like I was overwhelmed,
Yeah.
I still could have had so many other better
Responses, yeah. I mean, I think we all get that when we're working overly stressed. You don't know how your day was at work either, and it's probably
But
towards
it's
the
not
end of
even,
it.
like, for me, work is like I'm hanging out with my friends.
Yeah.
So I think that I feel guilty about it because
Yeah.
I was like it's
Enjoying it, maybe?
yeah, and it's not like I needed to be a dick to him.
Yeah.
I just was.
Yeah.
You know.
We all have those moments, but as long as you realize it and
Yeah.
you change it,
Yeah.
what you
We've
do.
definitely.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can definitely see it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
But
at,
moments like that, I
yeah.
look back on and I'm like, wow, Jordan, you are really an asshole.
And he still married you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And now he's at home with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
And she's out here.
So we could do this.
Yeah. Oh, need to get comfortable.
Yeah. So I do think that we are going to open up like a Instagram page.
Yes, we're gonna try to make it. We'll like post the name of what it would really be once we create it. I think
Yeah.
that way we have the for sure name and it's not taken, but it definitely will be something about friendship pending
Yeah.
in there, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, so follow us. I think we're gonna start posting our first one.
Yeah.
So, and if you guys have any questions or
Comments.
things that you want to
concerns.
listen to or hear us
Yeah.
talk about,
Talk about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we will talk about anything. We have no filter. We grew up this way.
Yeah.
So, feel free. Oh, God. Here comes another one.
No, we can't. We can't. We have to save it for another
Oh,
day.
God. Yeah, so if you literally have anything.
It was just going to be the red light.
What? Mom?
Yeah.
Drunk?
No.
Oh, God.
Saying, do I need to flip a red light on when you're
Oh, my God. Also, the roofie that were you with me when she was roofied?
I think so. Why
When
do
we
I
had to drive her home and I didn't have a license and she's like, oh my God, guys.
Yes.
We
Why do
have-
I barely
It was
remember
TGI
this.
Fridays.
Okay.
Oh my God. We have so many stories. So we're going to tell you some stories of us on the next episode.
Yeah.
Some of our embarrassing childhood stories. I think we'll talk about like the times we drank when we probably shouldn't have drank.
Sorry, Dad.
We do not condone this.
You dropped me off there.
You have to be 21 or older to drink.
Yes.
Please drink responsibly.
Sweat off beverages are not your friend.
Back then, it was also wine coolers. Remember this?
The Jamaican Me Happy.
No, those are still there. Seagrams?
Yeah.
No, but there were the other ones. Do you remember? It was like those
blue bottles.
Yeah. Yep.
They were blue
just
and
like
red,
that,
right?
Yes. And it was
Yeah,
like
they
a
tasted
straw.
good.
And then Mom used to drink that wine that was like a strawberry wine. Oh my God, I have so many stories. I remember she would drink that all the time, and I came home one day and she had it in her glass. It was like her frozen glass that she would stick in the freezer. Remember that mug?
No, I just remember her drinking the Coronas.
Oh my gosh, she used to drink those all the time, and I remember she would have that glass filled up, and I just came home and drank it all, and she got so mad at me.
It
And I was
tasted
like,
so
it was
good.
so refreshing, and I'm like, you let me drink if I want. I didn't know this
We
was...
don't condone it, though.
No. I mean, okay, that is another discussion. I want to know what people's thoughts are
Okay.
on, like, your kids.
Mhm.
Like, would... I need to stop saying like, too. Please remind me of this. Anyways, it's a filler. But if Jason came to me when he was like... Oh, there it is again. See? Now I'm aware of it, and I'm going to be self-conscious about it.
Okay, if Jason came to you when he was
13.
16. Oh.
13. God, there was my 13, 14.
Okay.
And he said, Mom, I want to try a beer. I think in
I mean,
my household, with me, he can have a sip of it and try it.
I mean, yeah, I would grab Dad his beers from the garage and I would open it for him. And I would most likely take a sip. And I hated it every time, but I still did it every time. And then
Because I feel
would
like-
give it to him and he'd be like, why is it foaming at the top? And I'd be like, turn around and walk away.
See, I was brought up very much
Free will.
free will. And I think it has its pros and cons, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think there was a lot of things she shouldn't have allowed us. But the openness helped.
It made us feel safe.
Yes, I felt I could ask her anything.
Yeah.
Whether it was wanting to try something, do whatever the case may be. And she was always 100% honest. And I think that never made me question when I went to school and someone else was talking about it. I'd be like, no, that's not what it is. Oh, that's another story.
Oh, God.
6th grade when I talked about 69 and I had to... That's a story.
Well, okay.
We're gonna have... Oh
Yeah,
my
we
gosh.
have to
What
stick
are we
to
gonna
this
do?
one.
Yes. I don't know where we went off to, but this is us rambling. This is...
So, for me, my mom was never,
Yeah.
like, gonna allow us, or, I mean, maybe she would have, but I didn't stay living with her long
Yeah.
enough to know. But Dad, for sure, when we would go out to the desert, he was not down with, like, I could have a sip,
Yeah.
or
I'm
two.
not saying like a whole drink, but like
Yeah.
a sip or two.
But when it really changed was when I was 17,
Uh-huh.
and I was dating somebody who was 22.
Okay.
I no longer needed anybody to
Yeah.
provide it for me. I had somebody who
Yeah,
could provide it
that's
for
true.
me. And I never hid it from him. So, like, I would make a Jack and Coke or something.
Yeah.
And, like, when I was 17, that's when it was, like, just camping.
Yeah.
Just camping. When it was, like, okay. And I would never go crazy. I would have, like, one or two.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was just when we were out in the desert. But I think that maybe closer to like 14,
Yeah.
I would be okay with the girls wanting to try a sip of something.
Yeah.
I mean, even now.
That's the thing is I always be like,
I
Jason,
have,
here, you
like,
want to try it?
Oh, see, but I'll have like a wine glass or something, and one of the girls will come over and be like, "Can I have a sip?" And I'm like, "No, it's alcohol. It's alcohol."
I can
I'm
tell
honest.
Jason, I was like, yeah, go for it. You're not going to like
And
it.
then
And he
they're
goes,
like-
no.
They're like, "I want to try a sip," and I'm like, "Okay." And sometimes they
Yeah.
will, and they're like, blah.
Yeah.
Like, or
Jason did that one time with a blueberry that was in my margarita. He wanted the blueberries really bad. I said, Jason, you can't have these blueberries. It was at Chili's.
uh-huh.
And they had that blueberry one. They had the blueberries
Oh.
in top. It was like, Jason, you can't have the blueberries. There's alcohol on them. He's like, and he was, this is before we were on medication. So this is when he just, that was it. He wanted the blueberry. He didn't want anything else. That's what he wanted.
Right.
So I was like, fine, take a blueberry. At that point, I had just given up, and I was like, take it. And he took it, and he tried to eat it, and he spit that shit out so fast, it was like, ugh, that's not a blueberry. I was like, I told you.
Right.
But, I don't know. I feel,
I don't know
what are
that.
people's opinions on it? Like, I get
What
that
would
both
you
sides. Yeah, what would you do? I get both sides of it.
Yeah, I don't know that I would let them.
I definitely tell him he is allergic to alcohol, and he can't try it until he's 21, but that's just me. I told him he was allergic to it, and he asked me how he found out, and I told him when he was a baby, I used to put rum on his gums.
Stop it.
Yes, I lied to
Also,
my child.
her son is the only boy. I should rephrase that. Her son is the only baby to have ever peed on me
Oh, yeah.
while changing. And I wasn't even changing his diaper. I was just standing with her while she was
Yeah.
changing his diaper.
His little wheelie just wanted to go, you know? When he had to go, you gotta go.
And it was at that moment
See, she can't speak either.
that I knew you had to throw a wipey on top of that thing when you
Yeah.
change diapers. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Jake pees on me in the shower, though. It's kind of gross.
Ew.
Do all men do that?
No.
You have a weird one.
But that is a good question.
No, really.
That's a
like-
question. I want to know. Do you pee in the shower or not?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
All the time.
I want to know how many people do. So, leave your comments if you pee in the shower or not.
Yeah. I want to know.
Yeah, that'd be good to know. I think we can end it there. Well, we're going to post on, hopefully, Spotify.
I think we're going to, Spotify, YouTube,
Yeah, and then Instagram. So please follow us, like, share, comment. Yes, please answer that question if you made it to the end of the video.
Do you pee in the shower?
Yeah. Well,
And do you pee on your partner?
no.
Well, I tried to pee on Jake, but I can't really, pee on him.
That's weird.
Well, he peed on me, so I wanted to pee on him back.
Okay, well, that's the other part. There's a two-part question.
Yeah. Do you pee in the shower by yourself? And does your partner pee on you? In the shower. Only ever in the shower. He's never...
Ew, that would be
it's
so
not
gross.
like a golden shower type
I mean, there's
thing.
people that like it. Yeah, you like that's what you were
That-
thinking
I
about when
know.
you were in the bathroom right now. That's
Golden showers.
here we go. We started with the golden shower and we ended with it. There we go. There's my cough too. Well, have a good night.
Good night.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.